What's up, everybody? What's going on? Justin here, back with a new episode from my series I created called Best Of. Check out the playlist, the Best Of playlist. So I haven't done a Best Of show in a couple months. I believe it's been a couple months. I'm also bringing back my series very soon. This week, I'll be bringing it back with a new episode of Year in Wrestling Reloaded 1990, I believe. Year in Wrestling Reloaded 1990, Part 1. I'll be bringing that back this week, sometime. But this is a new Best Of show. What is Best Of? It's basically a wrestler's matches that I pick that I think was their best matches in the company they were in at the time. So this is Best of Dean Ambrose. Best of Dean Ambrose, in my opinion. These are some of his best matches in WWE. Also, when he's in FCW. Before NXT, there was FCW. Yes, I know the Shield. I know the Shield was a part of NXT, but not for very long. So there's no Dean Ambrose Shield matches from NXT because they were barely there. This is Best of Dean Ambrose in WWE. The guy we know has moved on. The guy looks very happy, very motivated. The guy looks reborn. Look what some guys, I believe, are miserable in WWE, and they thrive. Outside of WWE, they do great. They do great, better things because they're not handcuffed. Dean Ambrose is really good in WWE. He really was good. He was a top star. He was a top guy. But the guy was handcuffed. He could not cut awesome promos. He couldn't be himself. The guy really, WWE really handcuffed him and put basically like duct tape over his mouth. They wouldn't let him cut his own promos. The guy was scripted way too much. Dean Ambrose in WWE, it could have went so much better. But Vince likes to hold back his talent a lot of the time. Not all the talent. His certain favorites he pushes, but a lot of them are held back. So this is Best of Dean Ambrose, his 10 best matches in his WWE career, in my opinion. Again, the guy was, I can't stop thinking about how handcuffed Dean Ambrose was in WWE. Imagine if we had Jon Moxley, how he is right now in New Japan and AEW and on the Indies. Just imagine if we would add this Jon Moxley in WWE. It would have been great. The guy didn't... It was like a PG version. Dean Ambrose was basically a PG version of Jon Moxley. It was sad. But the only good thing Ambrose got, I will say the good thing he got out of WWE, he met his wife. And he made a ton of money. The guy probably made a couple million. So good for him for getting a lot of money. The guy was probably frustrated and not happy for like the last 2 to 3 years. Maybe longer. He wasn't happy, but he did meet his wife and the guy did make millions. So that podcast he did with Jericho, I did not feel sorry for Jon Moxley. Number 10. This is Best of Dean Ambrose in WWE. Number 10, Dean Ambrose versus Jericho. Chris Jericho in the Ambrose Asylum match. I didn't hate it. A lot of people shit on the Ambrose Asylum. They thought it was ridiculous. They thought it was stupid. Whatever. They thought, you can't have a real Extreme Rules match in the WWE. You can't have a real hardcore match with a.k.a. Jon Moxley, Dean Ambrose. The guy was handcuffed. He wasn't used to the best of his ability. I already said all that. But I enjoyed the Ambrose Asylum. It was at Extreme Rules. I forget the year. 2016 or 15 or 17. One of those years. Number 10, Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho in the Ambrose Asylum at, I believe, is Extreme Rules. And Jericho got a ton of thumbtacks in his back. That was pretty awesome. So, number 9, in the best of Dean Ambrose, the Shield debuts. The Shield makes their main roster debut, their WWE debut, Ambrose's debut. The Shield debuts at the 2012 Survivor Series. That is number 9. Number 8, FCW Dean Ambrose. They might have been, I think he was called Dean Ambrose still. Or they started calling him Dean Ambrose in FCW. I don't think they were calling him Jon Moxley still. Maybe they were, I forget. But number 8, FCW Dean Ambrose in an Iron Man match against Seth Rollins. It was really good. I forget how long it went. It might have went close to 30 minutes. Anyways, Rollins wins. But it was really good. I believe they had an Iron Man title in FCW, or I forget if it was a medal or something. I think the matches were like 15-minute time limits or something like that. But whatever. It was really good. FCW, Dean Ambrose against Seth Rollins. Actually, Rollins, I believe, won one of the matches, and they had a rematch, and one of their matches was a draw. It was a draw in FCW. It was really good. Number 7. Who would know? They were up against each other in FCW, and then they put them together and created the Shield. Number 7, in FCW again. Dean Ambrose against William Regal. It was really good. Really good. Ambrose was feuding with Regal, or he caught him out. I believe they had 2 matches against each other, and it was really good shit. Number 7, Dean Ambrose in FCW against William Regal. And this was like Regal, basically, the guy wasn't even part-time. The guy didn't wrestle really anymore. He kind of came out of retirement to face Ambrose because I believe he saw something in him, or wanted to work with him. Number 6, the Shield. God, I'm trying to remember what pay-per-view this was from. Number 6, the Shield's triple threat match. Ambrose, Rollins, Reigns in a triple threat against each other. God, I wish I wrote the name of the pay-per-view down. I think it was in Battleground. I think is Money in the Bank or Battleground. I believe that was where the Shield met in a triple threat on pay-per-view. That is number 6. Number 5, Dean Ambrose against Seth Rollins on the main roster. Number 5. Let me get a drink here. So number 5 is Dean Ambrose on the main roster against Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell. At Hell in a Cell, No. Let me go back. Number 5 is Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins as a team for the tag titles. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, number 5 against Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler at Hell in a Cell 2018. It was really good, a hell of a tag match. So, also, number 5 was a tag match against Drew and Dolph. Hell in a Cell 2018. Number 4, Dean Ambrose and the Shield's WrestleMania debut. Number 4 is the Shield's WrestleMania debut at WrestleMania 29 against The Big Show, Randy Orton, and Sheamus. Number 3, Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell. In a Hell in a Cell match. It was really good. I thought it was really damn entertaining. They both took a bump off the cage and both went through tables. So number 3, Dean Ambrose against Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell. I don't remember the year, but look it up. It's at one of the Hell in a Cells pay-per-views. Number 2, Dean Ambrose against Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins at Battleground. Also, I'm gonna give a minute. Was it Battleground or not? I know Ambrose won Money in the Bank and he did cash in. But did he cash in at Battleground? I don't remember. But anyways, I'll just mention Dean Ambrose won Money in the Bank and cashed in 2016 and defeated Seth Rollins from a cash-in. So number 2. Again, number 2 is against Roman. Dean against Roman and Seth at Battleground. I think Battleground, there's only been one of them. Or 2 of them. Battleground 2016, I think. Number 1. Best of Dean Ambrose. Number 1, Dean Ambrose against AJ Styles for the WWE. I think against AJ. Again, I apologize if it was not against AJ, but 2016 Backlash. Dean Ambrose wins the WWE Championship and has a reign as WWE Champion. Number 1, Dean Ambrose winning the WWE Championship. This was the best of Dean Ambrose. And number 1 had to be him winning the WWE title. Hope you enjoyed this best of Dean Ambrose. Enjoy Monday Night Raw tonight. If you're watching it, I'll be watching and I'll be tweeting it at WWE NXT Guy as always, as I always do. Every Monday night, I live tweet it. So, enjoy Monday Night Raw. I think it should be a good show because I thought Stomping Grounds was good. So hopefully Raw can capitalize on a good pay-per-view and put on a good Monday Night Raw. Or at least hopefully 2 hours is good out of the 3. So look for this week sometime, I don't know what day, but look for Year in Wrestling Reloaded is returning to my channel. Hope you enjoyed this best of Dean Ambrose. I already said that about 3 times. Bye for now, everybody.